Breaking news out of Iraq today, everybody. Hi, my name is Melanie Hinds. I bring you the breaking news and the summary of everybody. So it's your one-stop shop for Iraqi Dinar news to keep you going, to keep you informed without a lot of hype. But just to tell you, I'm giving you an every major update in one place. Clear, calm, and grounded. So let's get into it. So on our own news, when we check out the news coming right out of Iraq, thanks to our military sources that are moving around right now because, you know, the troops are leaving Iraq because it's so stable and secure. The most breaking news is that Iraq exports 4.5 million barrels of oil to the U.S. in October. And guys, what was interesting about this article is they don't give any U.S. dollar values, much like they didn't when they were doing the MOUs versus contracts. So I just find that very interesting. Also, Iraq's oil exports to U.S. dipped this week. Again, they're not giving any U.S. dollars to that. I just think it's funny that they're not valuing the exports because, you know, the price is I think the price is so ready to change. It says, let's see, Iraq backs local contracts following sanctions. They say they're going to stand behind the contracts instead of letting those people suffer. There's been 6 weeks of people not having pay. So Soudani came out and said that his direct words were Baghdad's commitment to protecting locals' contracts and keeping oil output stable. So that he's working with people to keep them people employed and paid. So that is the biggest news coming out of Iraq. Of course, we check the rates. The Kuwaiti dinar, the one Kuwaiti dinar equals $3.26 US dollars. But the Iraqi dinar, as opposed, is still on a program rate when you look at it publicly. We are waiting for it to go on to Forex and be at the 481.01, like I've reported before, $4.81. That's where it's going to come out at. If they remove 3 zeros, it might be 4.80. USD to each Iraqi dinar. But right now, the digital dinar, which is the stability of the digital system that no Iraqi citizens or American citizens are going to understand that the changeover has already happened in Iraq and it's about to happen in America, except for the holders of the rails of the digital system. They call it a blockchain system, a decentralized financial system. It's not TradFi, it's DeFi. And so those are some of the terminologies. You may or not be used to it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything for the consumer. They're going to make it the same. It's just the guts behind and the banks change. Like everything's going to be transparent. You know how you can see through the water? All your transactions are going to be transparent to the authorities so they can catch the crooks. They can catch the deals. That's the whole deal. That's why Iraq is secure and stable. Their borders are secure and stable. It looks like Soudani might have a second term. We don't know. It hasn't been officially announced. But so that's the biggest breaking news coming out of Iraq, other than the dollar's going up and down. The dollar will go away once they have their new once it goes to Forex, which we're hoping is soon. And by the way, you don't want to miss, we are going live at 6 and we'll talk about how you can help us with your prayers and how do you get into the flow of manifesting something that you really, really desire. Like a lot of people need this right now. The next thing is we go to everybody else. The biggest thing is, again, the coalition of Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani achieved a major victory in the parliamentary elections that were held. All we can say is, thank God, it looks like al-Sudani is going to have a second term. We needed to see a stable government for our reinstatement. Now, this person is Mountain Goat. He thinks it's going to happen in January. What do you think? I think it could happen any day. Then you've got Bruce. They're the ones that promote the redemption centers, and they say you're going to get a better rate at the redemption centers. He says they're en route. They're put into the system, loaded and ready to go. 4 different sources are saying very good things about the timing of this. He said, whatever happens, you guys know this is a moving target, and we do not know. We did not know that the government had to be opened up. He's talking about the U.S. government. Look, all the global, it's coordinated political timing, according to that Forex article that I showed you this morning and went over this morning. So you can always go back to my live stream this morning. With the AI, with the rise of crypto, with the strategic Bitcoin reserves, with the Clarity Acts, with all the things that are being passed. So we are the rising leader in crypto and artificial intelligence. The banking system, the new banking system, is based on the rails of decentralized finance. So all your transactions will be transparent. And it can't really go down because it's DeFi'd. So get to one of my live streams or come tonight and I can explain more. I'm better off the cuff when I'm talking about this. So now you've got somebody else that's a beloved intel provider, Frank 26. He said he's talking to us about the passage of the First Amendment that will help us secure Iraq joining the WTO. Again, these are all little pieces that I think is going to happen after the rate goes. They're going to be exalted into the WTO. They're going to get a new rate. They're going to release the lower denoms all about the same time. It's going to be messy. God gave me several words. Number one, he told me it was done. Then he said, don't worry about the banks. It's going to be messy. Take the money and run. And that's what my 3 steps to a safe exchange, pinned comment down below, can help you do. What else? Let's see. Who else is big? I was looking for Mark Z because he's one of the biggest. I wanted to see what he said today. I don't have an update for him today, which is strange. Anybody know what Mark Z said today? Please put it in the comment down below for this community. Militiaman, the strength of the Iraqi dinar is going to be very high. The country is going to be able to have an amazing economy when things come in. Things become cheaper in dinar terms on a global stage. Low inflation rate and high reserves and high gold holdings as reserves is phenomenal. They've done all the right things. That is true. And I think we're about done. I just think I was looking for Mark Z and I don't see him on this particular summary. Here's Sandy Ingram. She's talking about the Bank of International Settlements. Now, guys, I did not talk about that in my Zoom today, but that is a topic next Monday. It says the Bank of International Settlements, this is a big dog. It's the bank of banks. It's the bank of all central banks. It's a central bank that is the head of honcho for all the central banks around the world. They have 63 members, and most of the financial... of the most financial enabled banks in the world, is this the invisible monster that controls what's happening to the currencies of the smaller countries? These 63 central banks represent 95% of the world's GDP, meaning the entire global economy is connected to the Bank of International Settlements in some way. Guys, this is the thing I'm saying. You can't fight this. You just have to be a good citizen. You have nothing to worry about. You can take the money and run. You can put it into assets. I'm going to tell you about the asset allocation. We're going to get experts coming to our Zooms every Monday to tell us what's best to do so we can protect our money once we get it, because I know a lot of you can't afford it till you get the money. So in the meantime, we're focusing on our mindset, because if you go into wealth with a poverty mindset, you will soon lose it. So you need to work on your mindset. You're about to have a big shift. Do you feel it? I feel it. I had a headache. I had ringing in my ears. I was very tired. When you're tired, take a break, because by the time when this happens, you're going to be extremely busy. So you're not going to want to be tired going in. So make sure you get your rest every day. Make sure you get your sleep. I'm going to sleep better tonight than I did last night. I have nights where I don't sleep, and then I have nights where I sleep. How about you? Frank 26, there is a rumor the scuttlebutt is a 90-day window, but we don't know that to be a fact, but it comes from boots on the ground. Omar, which I have great respect for. That was what he said yesterday. So, you know, if there's more updates tonight, you'll get them on our live stream. Again, I'm going to be live at 6 p.m. for Margaritas and Manifestations, where we talk all about your true power of manifestations. I surely hope you will join us. But it says, if you appreciate these clear daily summaries, make sure you're subscribed and comment, I'm ready. So I know you've caught today's update. Guys, we need to come together in prayer. Comment amen if you want to agree with me in prayer that this thing is done, which is the word God gave me over 3 years ago now, but you have to hang on to the words God gives you. If you agree, say faith. Faith is a mustard seed, does move that proverbial mountain. I hope you will join us in faith. I love you all. I hope to see you on the 6 o'clock Margaritas Manifestation. See you then. Bye.